Yesterday evening, I came across a very interesting fact. Buzz-Up Generator Electrode can stack. Now, I initially thought it was only once per turn for the Electrode, but no, you can use multiple Electrodes per turn. And that means you can do something pretty crazy. Now, this Buzz-Up Generator allows you to KO the Electrode and accelerate 2 Lightning Energy from your deck to any of your Lightning Pokemon. Meaning, if you KO 3 Electrode, you can accelerate a bunch of energy into play and bring your opponent down to 3 prize cards remaining. Why is that important? Well, that lets you Roxanne. That means on turn 2 of the game, you can have a fully charged up, powerful V-Star, V-Max Lightning Pokemon, and also Roxanne your opponent down to a 2-card hand. And if that isn't crazy enough, the V-Star we're combining it with just takes it one extra step further. Before we begin, I'd like to thank the sponsor of the channel, PDCGO Store, where you can buy codes with 5% off using a discount code FTW. It's a way to support the channel whilst getting something in return, so why not? Now, with that said, let's get going. Zeraora V-Star. Because we accelerate a bunch of energy into play, you have access to that Lightning Storm Star for free Lightning Energy and 1 colorless, allowing you to choose one of your opponent's Pokemon 4 times and put 60 damage on each of those times that you've chosen. Meaning, if your opponent doesn't have the best of boards, which by the way, with only 1 turn, is unlikely, of course, unless they're playing Mew, we all know that. But that aside, you can destroy their board whilst bringing them down to 2 cards. And this deck is built on that premise. Now, to cover a few extra cards in here, we have Radiant Jirachi with that Entrusted Wishes ability. If it does get KO'd during our turns of trying to get going, you can search for any 3 cards, meaning it makes it so much easier to get the combo that we're looking for. Very useful. We have Mew here to dig in the early turns. Ideally going first, Mew's incredibly good. Finding the likes of Battle VIP passes and stuff to allow us to get all the Voltorbs out, because we need 3 Voltorbs in play turn 1. We have a lot of cards to allow us to dig further and further. 4 Trekking Shoes. We have Gutsy Pickaxe in here. Rotom Phone is a very, very strong card here as well, allowing the likes of Trekking Shoes to just dig even further in finding the cards that you want to get. Speed Energy for draw, Crobat for draw, Lumineon to guarantee the Roxanne play. This deck is extremely synergetic in trying to achieve what it does. So there are so many times where you are able to pull off that turn 2 Roxanne play. So without further ado, let's pull off a madness. Right, here we are going first. Oh, we're playing Mewtwo. That's cool. That's interesting. Let's see what we can do. So we're already looking pretty decent already. Just ultimately need to get 2 Voltorb down. That's really the goal right now, I would say. So let's get Speed Energy down. And we'll go for Trekking Shoes. That's a Jirachi. I'm going to say no to that Jirachi. We're going to keep digging. Just dig, 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 dig. We'll say no to this. I'll be a phone. My alarm's gone off. So, Sean, make video now. Okay, I'm doing it. VIP pass. That's all we needed. That's all we needed for now. So there we go. So that's 2 Voltorb down. Our pricing is fine. That's great. And from here on out, we already have 2 Electrode available next turn. We could get Marnied, which would be a pain. That's all 3 Electrode available next turn. Okay, we just have to hope we don't get Marnied, basically. And if that's the case, we will already have our turn 2 Roxanne play available. Ace Runner's Premonition, eh? What's going on? Right, let me address something quickly. Let's not worry too much about my opponent's deck. I have been testing a ton, and I mean a ton of decks. And that has tanked my elo. Combine that with the fact that, you know, there's no one really playing GCGO as much. Of course, a lot of people have migrated to live already. So you just come up against a lot of these random decks nowadays most of the time on the ladder. Unless you're at the real top tier, which of course I'm not. Regardless, we have already pulled off the play. Okay, let's make this happen. So we Electrode 1. We Evo Incense for Electrode number 2. Let's get that bad boy down. Then we Level Ball for Electrode number 3. And then what we've got to do is evolve here. I will bench. No, I'm not going to bench Zeraora for a reason. Let's Buzz-Up Generator and get all the energy. I actually win, by the way. I don't even need to Roxanne. I've just realized. But do you know what? For the concept, we'll run through it. We'll see if we can actually pull off the Roxanne, because we do actually just win here. But what we can do, by the way, as well, is actually preserve our energy. We're not forced to accelerate the energy. As you can see, I could just buzz up and fail it. And then now our opponent is on that free prize turn. And I know it's a bit greedy and a bit BM-y, but I want to find that Roxanne, see if we pull it off. And there we go. Turn 2, Roxanne, and, well, effectively games. I love this game, man. These comments are just stupid. And it's game because I can Lightning Storm Star for 240. Oh, it's so great. I love it. Hey, look at this. My account has been muted by a moderator. What? What the hell? Why have I been muted? What the hell? This is a fan. He's trying to say hello to me. I can't say anything back. I feel mean. Oh, that's horrible. That's really horrible. Fine. I'm sorry, Captain Do, if you're watching. You know, I do recognize your name. I just... You know what I mean? It's just not happening. All right, Mysterious Tale. Can we find... We do not, unfortunately, find... our Battle VIP Pass. Here's the question now. Do we dig for that VIP Pass, or do we just kind of go with what we have? It means Roxanne won't be activated. We've got to dig for the VIP Pass, haven't we? We do have to. All right, let's level ball and just get another Voltorb down. That's fine. Let's see what we get with the shoes. I'm going to say no to the Roxanne. That does suck. That does suck, unfortunately. It means I can do 2 Voltorb next turn, but I can't get the Zeraora V-Star power off, which would be really good against what I expect my opponent to be playing here, which is likely Lugia. And also, I can't get that turn 2 Roxanne, which does suck, but it will happen. Also to point... Oh, hello. Also to point out, this deck isn't really finished, so to speak. And what I mean by that, it's... There's a couple more cards I would really myself like to include, like Path to the Peak. Roxanne Path is nuts. So to be able to do Roxanne Path turn 2 can be quite wicked, right? It can be quite nuts. Oh, now all the VIP Pass come in. You know what I mean? Fraudulence. Absolute fraudulence, that is. Let's get an energy down here. I'm going to quick ball and get a Crobat. We're going all in here. Let's go for it. Now, I know I'm kind of giving up on the path play, but we can still do some dirt next turn and still come out with this Zeraora, you know, get our V-Star power online, maybe KO the Dunsparce, which would be really good. They're probably going to get Manaphy down, though, at this rate, I would expect. But do they have the availability to do that? Oh, Golurk. I'm actually seeing Golurk being used. Yes, Golurk is actually being considered in the single strike Lugia, which makes sense, right? Because if you cannot one-hit KO your opponent's big V-Star, use Golurk to devolve it, because it has that rewind beam. Granted, you do need to have impact energy in the deck to charge it up, because single strike provides fighting and dark, and impact is a rainbow version energy for single strike, so you need impact energy in there. But yeah, you can effectively charge up rewind beam, which is, and you can do 220 for that. Of course, with the 2 single strike energy attached, devolve your opponent's V-Star V, and it usually devolve into a 220 V, and then you just KO it. Anyway, that's waffle. That's absolute waffle. Regardless, we will have our V-Star power online, which is good. So no Roxanne just yet, but V-Star power likely. Likely, he says, because there's still no guarantee just yet. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Can we get anything worthwhile? Yes. Okay, so this is V-Star power now. Granted, we bring him down by 1 prize card. But, you know, Roxanne is chilling. It's here. If they KO this Zeraora, that will actually bring them into the Roxanne range anyway, so that's fine. We can actually take 2 prize cards, I think. Sorry, 3 prize cards this turn, should I say, which is wild. Let's Lightning Star, Dunsparce, and we'll just get rid of the Ditto. There we go. Yeah. Right, so we haven't really achieved our desired combo, but we did get that very comfortable V-Star power, and allowing us to take 3 prizes a turn. Really clutch, bro. Really clutch. Dunsparce out of the equation. We're hitting weakness. Zeraora's still around. Electrode's still available to accelerate energy. So this one isn't really... In fact, I didn't initially intend for this outcome, but it actually seems to be better than digging for that turn 2 Roxanne, right? Because Roxanne's still on the cards, right? And we still have resources available for the longevity. We can still... Yeah, I guess what's good about this deck is you don't have to use all Electrode as quickly as possible. I guess you can just use it, you know, once or twice for the early Zeraora and then save the other ones for the later part of the game, which makes a bit more sense. Regardless, I don't think it's correct for me to use this Buzz App right now. We'll keep you. We're just going to Crushing Beat here. Yeah, we've already shut down the Lugia so comfortably. There we go. Lovely stuff, mate. Playing Turbo Gengar. All right. Well, not Turbo. This is actually just Single Strike Gengar, weirdly enough. But we'll do it. We'll take it on. We'll take it on. Let's see how we do. We are going second this time around, which does suck. You know, going first is ideal, but... and going second is quite detrimental. But, you know, as I said, if we can do something wild, we'll definitely pull it off. Love that. I would love them to, like, set up a bunch of, like, weak Pokemon on the bench so I could just come in and be like, right, let me just wipe your board and then Roxanne you. That would be kind of the ideal scenario, but we just have to wait and see for now. So we can get our 3 Voltorb down. In fact, I am going to go for... Do we have Switch in hand? So I'm going to go for 4 Voltorb because I expect this one to go down. And we'll Rotom Phone here and get... maybe the V-Star. You know, it doesn't matter now because I was originally going to vote on Phone and then Speed. But I actually want to... I've done it wrong. I've sequenced incorrectly, unfortunately. Oh, well. Is what it is. What I should have done is Quick Ball, get a Zeraora V, then Rotom Phone and Speed Energy. That's what I should have done. But it's all right. Not the end of the world. Okay, so... that means next turn, we will definitely have our V-Star power online. And because we've gone second here, I don't know... Again, I know, right, the whole point of this video is to turn to Roxanne them, but I'm trying to also play strategically here, right? If I can just pull off my V-Star power and then save my other Electrodes and just stretch out the game, because at the end of the day, this Roxanne might not even be useful right now, right? Because, you know, they're setting up well, they're playing cards, they have things out and all that jazz. They're using the barrel, aren't they? So Path to the Peak does work, I guess. Yeah, fair play. Fair play, my friend. But do they have the Gengar V Max? That's the big question. And this deck is post-rotation, by the way. A lot of this deck is, apart from the quick balls. But yeah, imagine like people just... Because funny enough, people using Lugia to single strike. Well, you just have Houndoom. Although Houndoom obviously is a lot less consistent. I know. You need multiple Houndoom in play, whereas Arceus does 2, and it's easier to get out. I know. All right, relax your beans, my friend. Right. Okay, Treble Electrode is now a thing. That's cool. What I'm going to do first is just do 1 Bazap generator. Well, in fact, I could do all of them. And then get them onto these Zeraora. Do I just go... No, I don't want to go too crazy here just yet. Because I want to attach to Speed now and hope that I get an out. So I did want to thin, but let's just see. Let's just see what we get. Level Ball and VIP. Ugh, that's a yikes. That is a yikes. It means we don't get the KO. Oh, no, we do. Well, we get the KO. All right, Chief. Appreciate it. Let me just take that bad boy down. All right. Then we did whiff that one big time, unfortunately. But, hey-oh, it's fine. It is fine. We are still coming in with KOs. And we can hopefully challenge them a little bit more. Yeah, this definitely is not an ideal scenario. But yeah, they can come in now with this Gengar and do some work. But they do need a decent amount. The only thing I'm relying on here is the fact that this deck's just inconsistent in general. They can't Crobat. We know that because they've got Path down. Oh, okay. So they've got a draw then because they've just researched. Sorry, just ditched the research. They definitely got a draw. But what if they have, like, you know, a bunch of single strike energy in hand? And they're like, uh-oh. What do I do here? Nah, I doubt it. I think they got it. I'm confident they do. Yeah, this is just a bog standard Gengar, my friend. Bog standard Gengar. Pretty cool to see, though. Kind of, it obviously faded out. Not long after it came out. I mean, people were just immediately looking at this card because this came out in Fusion Strike and Mew came out in Fusion Strike. So everyone was like, well, obviously, it's just Gengar, isn't it? Wow, no draw. Okay, now we're talking. Let me get myself a Mew down. I was contemplating Jirachi, but no, we can't use Jirachi. So I get a Mew down. We can buzz up again and then just hit this. And then that's kind of clutch. I think I do that, actually, even though it brings them down. Yeah, I mean, it obviously gives them a prize card, but I take 2 in return and guarantee a KO with them already dead drawing. So I don't see why that's a problem. I know it gives them a card, but yeah, that should be fine. Let's see if we get anything worthwhile here. Speed. I shouldn't have attached. Oh, well. Go again. Roxanne. We can Roxanne them. But we don't need to. They're already dead drawing. Oh, there's a scoop. Okay. Okay, here we go. I have... Again? Oh my gosh. We've got another single strike. Oh, the ladder, people. What does the ladder become? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right, let's just get Voltorb out. Let's not worry about the ladder for now. Let's go ahead and Trekking Shoes and see what we pull. Speed Energy, I'll take that any day of the week, mate. Thank you very much. Let's go for Speed Energy, and we get the other Voltorb down. There we go. So, that's cool. That means our combo next turn is guaranteed, so long as they don't money us. That's fine. We just get Roxanne. Right, I have made a change to the list, which will be the final list. All I've done is cut out 2 of the Gutsy pickaxes, which were just there for deck thinning, to cover empty space, and I've thrown in 2 Path to the Peak. I was speaking about Path to the Peak before, and it does make some sense, right? Roxanne Path can be quite crazy. Now, it does contradict our deck very heavily because we play Jirachi, Crobat, and Lumineon, right? All of them get countered by Path to the Peak. However, right, if we have the option to pull off that magical play of turn 2 Roxanne plus Path, you might fully lock your opponent out of the game, and at that point, it may very well be worth it. Regardless, we have just won again. I love it. So, as you can tell, this deck is very quick. So either you rapidly win or rapidly lose, which is the point. And obviously, you're going to rapidly win more times than none. Yeah, that's the point. I want it to be fast. I want it to be a ladder deck. A deck you just go, right, I just want to burst out games and have a good chance of winning. This is exactly that kind of deck, I think. It takes huge advantage of lack of setup with the Zeraora VSTAR power and, the Roxanne Path, stuff like that. Like, bro, what a deadly combo. To pull off Roxanne, what's the VSTAR power called? What's it called? Lightning Storm Star. So to be able to pull off Roxanne, Lightning Storm Star, and a Path to the Peak turn 2 is crazy. Anyway, there's another comfortable dub for us. There we go. Lovely. Okay, another game, another challenge, and it's Sobbles. All right, lovely. That'd be beautiful to come up against. Going second, again, as we all know, is not the ideal situation, but we roll. Love the Milotic sleeves, by the way, man. What a beautiful set of sleeves and theme. But I do know this. It's been around for a good while. But it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Shame that we don't get stuff like this in PDCGL. Granted, they're going to be releasing their own deck boxes and stuff, aren't they? So I guess it's more user-friendly for the free-to-play experience. Right, that's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of energy, bro. A lot of energy. First of all, speed. VIP coming through with that heat, bro. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. We do hit weakness here as well, playing an Inteleon. Let's see if we get another VIP, maybe. No, we don't. I think what's more important now is these Trekking Shoes. Trying to find that third Voltorb would be the perfect scenario. And there it is. Oh, yes. And then we save until next turn, I think. Rose is very interesting. They could go ahead and Marnie me, which is a possibility, but I want to maintain my resources specifically for that reason. So we're just going to hold off for now. But it's looking likely that next turn is going to be that Lightning Storm Star and Roxanne. Maybe if we get lucky, a Path to the Peak, which we're not going to really need, I don't think, in this one. I don't think this deck is playing anything like that. This just seems like the long lost and forgotten, hyped up deck of the Inteleon VMAX that did 160, pardon me, and 60 to the bench. The VMAX that was... Everyone looked at that card and thought, this has to be good somehow, and it just never was. It's an incredibly good card if you just look at it on paper, right? 60 damage for 1 energy, moving energy from your opponent's active Pokemon into their hand, so that's decent hand disruption, slows them down, and then max bullet, 160 and 60 to the bench. Is a very strong attack, right? Effectively 240 on the board, comfortably. Melanie being available, the Inteleon engine be available, but it never had its time to shine. It was either Suicune taking its spot, Palkia taking its spot as the water Pokemon for an Inteleon engine. It was just those scenarios. Right, so I don't mind them swinging into this. Doesn't bother me in the slightest. We do have our V-Star power. Ah, they marnied me, no. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I wasn't expecting that, but it's fine. I can actually Rotom Phone, Crobat. hopefully guarantee it, then drop a path. But I don't think the path's necessary here. I don't think they're going to play anything that really requires it. Let me guess, Snom? It's a Snom, right? Yes. So this is, yeah, this is your typical Inteleon Max Bullet deck, which is kind of it's like good old reliable, you know? One of those kind of decks. I actually like that they've put that energy back into my hand. I thought they weren't going to do that, but it actually maximizes things here for me. So let's get the first Electrode out. I think we're going to commit to the play. I think we are. I think we am. Yes, of course, sure. It's good English. And I can take 4 prizes this turn if it goes my way. So it's definitely super important. Let's Rotom Phone. I think what's more important now is guaranteeing the Electrode. So then thankfully, we have the speed available to guarantee that. There's Roxanne. That's what you like to see. I am now going to Buzz Up Generator. That's for sure. To thin the deck. I'm only going to use 1. Give him the prize card. That's fine. If I do get that Roxanne, that'd be beautiful. So let's just go with this Crobat, see what we pull off. Okay, so no real chance just yet to do what I wanted to do here, which is that obviously Roxanne play, which does suck. But I do get a 1-hit KO on this to weakness, so that's good. That's good news. And maybe next turn we can pull off the play we want. So, yeah. And I'll keep this Electrode to make sure we can maybe get this one going next turn. So that's good. We get the weakness KO there. I promise you I didn't pick this game. I promise you. The games go that quick. That's why you're going to see a lot of games here. They do go really, really fast. Although that said, I'm about 40 minutes into recording still. I'm having fun. This is flown by. But we could win next turn with the simple V-Star power. So that's kind of the dream. We do need to get this in the active, though, for that to happen. Because Zeraora V-Star does damage, this damage, oh, it's not affected by weakness. Damn it, I thought we could hit this for weakness, but no, okay. I'm bugging. We can at least take 2 prizes then, if anything. Oh, no, that's game. As long as we, as they don't bet your Manaphy, and as long as we get our V-Star power, that's game, which we already have in hand. Another Marnie. Okay, not horrible, not horrible. Let's hope we didn't prize both V-Star and the Zeraora there. That would actually be a problem. Okay, well, this hand's definitely not good. Still not the end, though. I think us hitting for weakness is definitely nice. It's a good bonus, you know? It's a good bonus. It is fine. Could get that Jirachi down if needed, but I don't think so. We might see ourselves using all 3 Zeraora here, but that's fine. As I said, as long as we just get the V-Star power, it's game. But they could also get Manaphy here, if they do identify the real threat. You know? Yeah, it is a big shame, though, that this card couldn't become what not only myself, but many others wanted it to be. You know? It wasn't released. So it came out. Did it come out the set after Sword and Shield, I think? So it came out very early on. Was this card ever good? I don't think it was, right? Because there was a period where Sword and Shield cards were being played and I wasn't playing. That's when, like, Snorlax VMAX was doing well. I wasn't playing back then. And I know this was out maybe around that time as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. Regardless, they have their Inteleon pretty much good to go by the looks of it. They're going to come in and swing and take a KO and take... Whoa, okay. Well, they will have activated Roxanne, but in the process of taking 3 prizes this turn on their end, going down to 2, which means we need to just respond with an Oko. Otherwise, it's game. That's for sure. We could still do it. A bit shaky, though, isn't it? Definitely shaky. Thank God we hit weakness. Thank God. Right, okay, so. Oh, no, we do win, right? We can just buzz up and attach. Yeah, we've won. What am I talking about? I'm out here, like, talking nonsense, bro. Like, I need my V-Star power. No, they come up. They're weak. We Zeraora V, buzz up and game. So, all right. That's cool. That's cool. Worked in our favor, at least, which is nice. Let's just go for the buzz app. Generator. Just charge this bad boy up and just swing for game. There we are. That was a lot of luck on my side. See, my account's muted, bro. I tried giving a heart. Why am I muted? I didn't do anything wrong. Oh, I don't get it. I don't know. Pokemon don't like me, apparently. Oh no. Can someone explain that to me? I don't know. It's weird. Here we are in the next game, literally the next game. And this hand again is looking quite nice. 2 Voltorb already in the active. Battle VIP Pass start. Absolutely lovely stuff. We're playing Palkia, which we hit for weakness, so there you go. But nonetheless, if this Palkia doesn't set up so well, we can pull something crazy off. Now, the only issue here, of course, is we are going second. Now, this deck, of course, loves to go first. In fact, it's ideal because it's turn 2. We take the first turn 2, which is so critical. Because then we can obviously Roxanne them down before they get a chance to even evolve anything, which is really, really strong. Here, they will get the chance to evolve before we start Roxanning. But that's fine. In fact, the fact that we hit weakness here is pretty nice too. And also the fact that it is lightning is pretty solid, right? Because we do hit very relevant weaknesses. You know, we hit the Lugia and stuff like that, which is really nice. If, let's say we're playing Lost Box and they don't get Manaphy down in time, we also have that bench spread damage, which again is quite fun. I'm not trying to say this is anything competitively viable, but it's an incredible ladder deck because it's like donk or die, you know? It's like, right, I'm gonna win or just lose very quickly. And if you get 9 times out of 10, okay, do I say 9 times out of 10? No, I don't want to be quoted on this, but most of the time you're gonna pull off turn 2 Roxanne and knock your opponent out of the game. So that's kind of the great thing about it and what's so fun. Okay, so first off, I think we actually go for Voltorb here. I'm gonna just get the 1. I'm gonna leave the bench space open. I wanted to get a Mew down, but I do like to keep my options open for like Crobat and Lumineon and stuff. So let's keep moving. We kind of have the setup we already need. I'd rather keep my resources now for the time being and just go done. And then they could take their second turn here. Thankfully, they didn't bench anything to evolve. That said, I would have liked them KOing the Jirachi because we could have just searched for free Voltorb outright. But right, okay, you KO Jirachi. I've got all my free Voltorbs. Now I just need to, you know, get it going and then dig for Roxanne and stuff. So that's why the Jirachi's here, by the way. I did consider Greninja for just extra draw power. But believe it or not, the energy resources, even though we play 12 energy, actually runs out pretty quickly. So because you're accelerating a bunch of them into play, and there's a lot of times where you don't get that scenario of being able to win instantly, and you need some longevity. And I think that the energy preservation is so important for that. And if you're playing Greninja and you want to preserve energy, you're going to need to include things like Rod and Recycle and all that kind of stuff, which just takes up space when it comes to digging for that early game donk, so to speak. It is technically a disrupt donk, I guess. Because if your opponent doesn't set up well on their first turn, you can just take game right out the bat, like you saw with that Mewtwo, right? But other than that, it's not necessarily donk. Right, regardless, they're going to go for an Eternatus. What is their V Max? It's this Kyurem. Okay, cool. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. So first off, we Trekking Shoes. Oh no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have Rotom Phone first, shouldn't I? Yeah, that was poor. You're dumb, Sean. What are you thinking? Okay, I can attach an energy here, which would actually allow me to quick pull away the switch. Get a Crobat. I could Lumineon. No, I'll get a Crobat. I'm going to first get Electrode. We'll do that. Then we Rotom Phone. Well, that doesn't matter, doesn't it? Because we're drawing 4. I guess it could matter. Another Electrode. Yeah, we'll guarantee that. Let's play that. Let's see what we get. Okay, we've got it. Let's go. Oh, this deck's so just... it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's all kinds of stupid. All right. Obviously, there's the downside. You're putting your opponent down to 3 prize cards for crying out loud. But this is the second game just searching. And again, we have got the play. As you can see, look, the energy is wearing out. But just again... All right, let's bring him down to 3 prizes and get Roxanne going, baby. Let's go. Oh, I love it. I do love it. In fact, I am going to bench this other Zeraora and use that Electrode to get energy on this one because we have the option, so why not? And I like how it frees up the bench space as well. It's really nice. Really nice. We have the switch play. I just need that V-Star. If I don't, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. In fact, I actually just take a 1-hit KO. Anyway, so there it is. There always comes the active. There's Roxanne. A second time in a row. Another turn 2 Roxanne play. We do get the V-Star as well. Oh, this deck is just so fun. It's just fun. Okay, so what I can do is I can effectively keep this Lumineon in the active if I want to, and I can effectively soften up these Kyurem. Now, I don't have any Gust. As I said, this deck isn't really trying to be anything crazy meta-wise. It's just trying to pull off a combo like this. Maybe I just take the KO. Maybe I just try and speed up the process and take the prizes. I think do you know, yeah, let's Crushing Beat. Let's just Crushing Beat and just take the prizes. That said, oh, I'm dumb. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. No, we're fine. We're fine. Right. Look, do you know what? Yeah, go on. It is what it is. Right, so there's a reason as well why I chose Zeraora V-Star. I did originally try it with Tapu Koko, right? Because Koko activates Paralysis. Roxanne's a lie. There we go. And that's good, right? Because not only at that point then are you locking your opponent out a lot of the times from game from finding the cards they need, but at the same time, you're also paralyzing the active Pokemon, which is going to make it even harder for them to do anything. Only issue is Tapu Koko's a free prizer, and you're already bringing your opponent to free prizes, which is not good, right? It's not something you want to do. By the way, I think they might actually be getting the numbers here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, plus 6 is 220, plus Choice Belt is 250. Oh my god, they're like 10, 20 damage off, I think. I mean, actually get weakness, so that's fine. I'll take that. Yeah, sure thing, mate. Appreciate it. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I wanted a 2-prizer. So if it does get KO'd, we still have some comeback potential, especially since we can Roxanne every turn from now on. That's quite fun. That's what I like. I like the fact that you could, like, Roxanne 4 turns in a row. You know, obviously it's not always going to happen, but that's just, like, really interesting to me. And that's why I just wanted to make the video. Yeah, I don't know why, but I remember sitting there going, I want to make a wild combo for once. I just want to do something that's just wild, out there, and interesting. Not just, because a lot of the times when I build my decks, I try and keep the meta in mind as much as possible. Try and make decks that you can just pick up and play. Like someone left a comment on my Twitter who played, I'm sorry if I don't remember your name, but thank you, by the way, for playing it. He played my Zoroark deck and it was in like a gym challenge and he got first. So I like building decks that you can pick up and play and win in tournaments at your locals. I love doing that because it helps you lot out too. But I like also, you know, it's always at the end, by the way, always at the end of a set, when a new set's about to come through, that somehow my brain just switches on and goes, right, combo time. Starts making crazy combos. Right, that sucks. They are going to be able to KO me here now. They've actually just gone straight for the Kyurem. But hey-ho, it is what it is. That said, if we, you know, Roxanne them down again, we might get them in, again, a bit of a trickier position, right? Because they've had to get rid of a decent amount of energy there, haven't they? Yeah. So if we, again, put them in a trickier position, that could be helpful, but I don't see us winning this one, unfortunately, currently. But let's just see. Let's see how it goes, eh? There's no harm in checking and seeing how we do. Let's just keep finning here. There's that other Zeraora in there, so we know that for sure. V-Star Power still technically available. There's the other Zeraora. And I don't see Greninja doing anything here. To be fair, it doesn't really matter if they take a single prize. They take a single prize. There's Roxanne again, baby. Oh, it is good fun, though, isn't it? It is good. It is a good time. It is a good time. Right, so they're at 140, which means we're only 20 damage away. If we were to survive this turn, we would be 20 damage away from winning. Because we actually only need to take 4 prize cards. This is where a Steel... not Sky Seal. What Seal Stone is it? One of the stones. Anyway, would have been able to secure us our position of game. Sky Seal? No, it's not Sky Seal. It's not Forest. Oh, it is Sky Seal, isn't it? Would have gave us game if we were able to stay alive here, but I'm assuming they're going to get another energy down. Oh! They say GG, but it ain't GG. Oh, it is. They have the free. I'm so stupid. Oh, it's a shame we came up against Kyurem of all things, but oh well. Alrighty then. So, we're playing some sort of fire deck here. Let's see what we can do. So, I think what we do is we get a Voltorb down, first off, obviously. And then I think we want to... First, do we Rotom and then Mysterious Tail? No, I'm going to Mysterious Tail. VIP. Lovely. Yes. Okay. The pieces are coming together. Voltorb down. And then what I can do is bench Zeraora here. And then Rotom Star for something we're going to need. So we're going to need Electrode, of course. Could Battle VIP again, but I don't think that's necessary. Guarantee that. Then, there we go. That's fine. And at that point, we're pretty close to our turn 2 Roxanne play. So let's see. Let's hope our opponent doesn't cause any serious disruption. You know what I mean? Doesn't cause any problems. I realized I've got cards here still. I completely forgot I've got cards. These are cards I pulled ages ago. Do you remember me showing off my, where's my Lugia? Where's my boy? There it is. There's my boy. This Lugia that I pulled from a Silver Tempest booster box. I forgot I pulled these other cards for some reason. I've got all these other cards here. You do little cards, all this stuff. Lovely. Anyway, nonsense is what when nonsense talks, you know. Let's go ahead and get moving. So they had a pretty slow start. That's fine and actually good for us. I think I'd just go for Electrode here. Do I buzz? See, I always want to know, do I buzz up now to commit or do I do it only when I have it? Okay. I'm going to save that Evo. Trekking Shoes quickly. Crobat. We'll take a Crobat, that's for sure. Let's go for Mysterious Tail. See, this is why I wanted to check things through a little bit here. Now, I can get the guaranteed V-Star power. That's for sure. Right? Which I think is an ideal scenario. I'm going to thin my hand down. I am going to Buzz Zap, right? Because I'm going to go with this, if nothing else. And then I'm going to Crobat and hope to hit 2 outs to Electrode. And then I can Roxanne them. And if I find a path on top, that's even better. The deck is built for this, bro. It's built for this. Let's go. Okay, so there we go. Electrode, they've scooped. I think, you know what? I think we're done. I think we've had enough fun today. I want to do more, but it's going too far now. 7 games, 10 wins. I will take that for now. Yeah, this is the list. Definitely try it out if you want to just burst on the ladder and just be absolutely rapid. There's obviously improvements you can make if you want to take it seriously, but this isn't one of those ones that you take too seriously. This is one that you just go on the ladder, as I said, and just blast out games. You don't want it to take too long. You don't want to think too much. You know, there's times where I'm sitting there and I'm like, I want to play the Pokemon TCG right now. I want to play some Pokemon cards, but I just don't have the energy to think that deeply about things and really try and be over competitive. I just want almost the fast food way of playing, so to speak. This fits perfectly into that category. It lines up with the likes of Lunatone and Solrock, right? You know, those decks that's just kind of mindless, has a very straightforward strategy, but if it pulls off, it can just win a ton of games. It's exactly that type of combo. I just wanted to explore the potential, ultimately, of a turn 2 Roxanne. That's what I wanted to do. And this is the deck that's allowed us to do that. Is absolutely wonderful. It's splendid. And the fact that you can combine that with Lightning Star and now added in that path to the peak can be devastating on just turn 2. I know I'm saying it a lot, but I don't think you realize how fun and crazy that actually is until you try it out. So please do have a good time with it, and we're gonna leave it there. Do, of course, subscribe and like, and if you do want to support the channel and help me in the process of taking the time to make these decks, then please do become a member. I give you a shout out at the end of the video. You also get an exclusive role in Discord and exclusivity, or priority should I say, in me deciding to pick your deck lists when I do decide to play some of your decks. So there's definitely that, and there's more benefits coming in the future. So if you do want to become a member, and if you're able to, that would mean a lot. It's going to help a ton in helping me keep going. So yeah, that would be absolutely amazing. But with that said, thanks again for watching. Take care of yourself, and peace.